All right, all right, all right. We are live. We are live, and we are live. Let's get some peeps in here tonight. I know it's late on the East Coast. I'm sorry for that. We are a 3 hour time difference, but hey, this is important because this is going to be my last live stream of the week, unfortunately. So, uh, hello to the first viewer. I love it. That's awesome. Uh, today. Throw some questions at me before we really get started because that would be cool. Coolio von Schoolio. And we're gonna do some boom. I'm gonna get that picture on here tonight. Only because it's kind of important. And it's kind of the visual reference of what is going on. Present or invite. Present. I want to present image file. Here we go. Pictures. Show the options. Where are the pictures? We need to go to the library. Picture library. Where's my pic library? Do. I'm loving it. Hey, people are coming. I love it. I love it, and I love it. Um, Hold up. I think we gotta go. No. Kids down. Where is my pictures? Why is my photo library just not happening? All right, we're going to do it a different way. We are going to present on a screen. I think. There we go. We are going to present live. We're going to present the screen. Let me kill that. Speed test is working out. Hey, this is going way better than any of the other nights that I did this. So StreamYard is not going to disappoint me today. So click on that. We're going to share screen. We are Oh, can I just throw it in a tab and we'll be good? Let's open a new tab-a-roni. Boom. And let's go put this in a tab. We're going to close that one out. And What are we doing? What are we doing? All right, we're gonna do a file. We're gonna do a file open file. Open file. It is gonna be pictures, photo library. See, I can get into my photo library here. That's what's weird. With Goog, Dr. Goog. Let me close this one. And there we go. Look at this. Boom. Now we can share. We got a tab to share. Makes me gonna cry a little bit. All right, I think I might have to refresh this. Cancel that. We'll do it a different way. All right. We are going to share a screen, and it's going to be a tab. Tab-a-leba ding dong, and it's this really long named one. We're going to share that, and we are going to add to the stage. Hello, here we go. Now we're cooking with gas. All right, so this is exactly what my issue is with my knee. So today I had a appointment to get my knee drained, and they're going to take some of the fluid. They're going to send it off to the lab and do all this cool stuff. Hey, everybody. Yeah. And so they stuck a gigantic needle in my knee, and there was nothing in there, no fluid. There's a huge pocket in there, which was weird. He goes, that's where the juice usually lives. but he wasn't able to extract anything out. So this shit show just keeps getting better and better and better, unfortunately. Really worse, but who's counting amongst friends? So yeah, this is not what I expected. I don't know if it's good that there's no fluid in there or it's bad, but when you look at it, that piece is now it should be going straight. It was going straight down back in March when they took the imaging, but now it's completely off at an angle. Not super excited about that. So yeah, it's been an interesting. It was an interesting day. A little bit sore. We'll see if I. When my mom got her knee injection I think it's been a couple weeks now. Um, she had some bruising down the leg, so it'll be interesting to see what my leg looks like tomorrow. Um, and like I said, this is going to be my last stream for this week. I am off to the great state of Utah because that is where my granddaughter is. And yes, I'm old enough to have a granddaughter. I'm getting up there in age, and it's like after 40, man, it's all downhill after 40 apparently, as I'm finding, and I'm way over 40 too. I'm way over that mark in my life as well. So this is definitely not good. Ted's Missing Wallet. I love Ted's Missing Wallet. Freaking awesome. Oh, that is such a great name. But yeah, this has been one heck of a ride. For those of you who weren't here last night, this I've had 4 surgeries on the knee. This particular implant was put in 2 years ago. Last year, around right around the 4th of July, or maybe a little bit after, it got pissed off and was infected, unfortunately. Don't know how that happens. How after you can go a whole year and then boom, infection, new infection. So yeah, this is interesting to say the least. Thank you for all the prayers, Camaro gal. All right, Camaros are fun cars. Oh, 69 Camaro. That was definitely my favorite in that bunch. I would love to get an old Eleanor. That'd be amazing. My son had one of the newer Camaros after he got out of college, and that was his. He bought one of the cheap model version of the V6. It looked good, but it didn't sound great. And then he found one in Seattle that was straight piped. Sold the Camaro here in Tucson, and then used that money to, because it was paid off, and use that money to put as a down payment on one that it was the souped up V8 straight piped, and it was loud. But he only got to drive around Arizona not for a super long time, because that was March when he got it in June timeframe. He moved to Colorado, and then he got to experience the Colorado winters, and there were multiple times when it would snow and he was stuck in his garage. Sucker. So now he owns a truck. And he doesn't live in Colorado anymore. He lives in Chicago now. Little place near and dear to my heart. I got a lot of family up in Colorado. I got two nieces, up in Chicago. I got 2 nieces up there. One just had a baby, and bought a brownstone house in downtown Chicago. Beautiful, beautiful house. I don't even want to know how much it is, because I might have a heart attack, even though it's not my money. And then my other niece, she's recently married. They actually sold their house and are buying a new one, in the process of turning those around, and she's got 2 stepdaughters, and they're just adorable little girls. They're just great little girls. So everything's good there. And my son lives there, and so My sister's currently there. I think she flies in back to Phoenix tomorrow, um, because my mom is in the Phoenix area, and my sister mostly takes care of her. We may have some tough decisions coming up. She's having some knee problems, and it's just tons of arthritis. When you're 85 years old, that happens. So you know, and we had her down here for a couple of weeks, and I'll tell you what, she was super super interested in the Nancy Guthrie story. Well, mainly because same age, 84, 85, right? Um, and so and, and she's dwelling on what's ahead in her life, and it's some of it's scary, some of it, the whole Nancy Guthrie abduction freaked her out. So um, we would go out to like grocery store, and she'd be like, let's go by Annie and Tommaso's house. I'm like, yeah, okay, we'll go by there anyways because that's how I drive to get home. um, and so she just wanted to see a kind of a perspective of where they live. Driving home from the doctor's today, so just saw all I saw was the pool boy there. No other activities. I haven't seen him for months. Who knows what's going on with that? Uh, so back to my knee, I guess we are down to, I don't know. I scheduled a follow up appointment, which isn't going to be until August 10th. And the deeper and deeper this gets, it just means the more football games I'm going to miss, unfortunately, during the season. So um, last year I had surgery on my birthday in July. It was towards the end of July, and that's when training camps are in full swing at that point. The Cardinals training camp is already going right now. They started last Friday, so they've almost got a full week of training camp in already. They are playing in the Hall of Fame game because Larry Fitzgerald is getting inducted into the Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Famer. That guy is just freaking awesome. Nicest guy you'll ever meet. Yeah, and so it's just been he's just a cool dude. Nothing but class. He was class through his entire NFL career. He stayed with the Cardinals the entire career. We almost won a Super Bowl with him back in 2008. We ended up uh, scoring with a minute or not even that, really, probably 56 seconds too many on the clock because Pittsburgh went down and scored the winning touchdown, and he still didn't have 2 feet in, not even to this day. I'm still a little bitter about that, but I'll tell you, when Larry scored that touchdown, he was running right at me. I was at that Super Bowl with my father, drug him around. Poor guy has stage 4 cancer, and here I am taking him to the biggest walking event in the history, really. So it's yeah, he was a fighter. He was a fighter. So we're good. Hey, I think JLR wants to come on. Let's see if he wants the link. I'm gonna send him the link. We're gonna get JLR here. We can talk about a little bit about the craziness that went today. I gotta figure out where the invite is again. Da, 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 da. Where is the invite? Crystal, Private Chat, Recording, Styles. Where is the invite? I can never find the invite, which is crazy. You would think I would be able to find an invite here. I guess maybe let me make that bigger. Here we go. No. Show comments on stage. We will do that in a little bit, but I need to find there we go. Oh, that's a referral link. Oh, that's the wrong link. I don't want that. Come on. JLR, my man, you're the beast at this, and I am not. I'm not quite there. What's up, everybody? Thank you for showing up for sure. Banners, media. Gosh, I am terrible at this. Sharing less talk. Less talk, more. We got it. I need the link. Where's the flipping link? Got it. How do I send a link out? Oh, can I invite someone? Invite a guest? I can. There it is. Holy cow. That was insane in the membrane. KMP Kid, sending it out to him. Well, I'm gonna send it to myself so I can get it on the phone. And then, man, that was brutal. That was absolutely brutal. Get it out here. Let me go to my. You would think these things would make it simple. Let me copy the link and let's go. JLR's coming in the house. Boom. All right. I don't need to make it faster right now. And hopefully, now I got to figure out when he gets in how to add him in. Yeah, we will get this. We are going to get this. Yeah, we can do this in this too. All right, so where is the backstage? Man, this guy, oh, here he is. The man, the myth, the JLR legend.
Good evening, sir.
How
Showing
are you?
support. I'm doing great. Coming to show support for your channel. How's it going?
Had a little bit of a misstep today. They went to go drain my knee and nothing came out. So
wow, yeah, I saw you showing some stuff on the screen. Is that the knee?
That is the knee. Let's put it over here. Yeah, that is the implant. It is not supposed to be at a 30 to 45 degree angle.
Yikes! Scary stuff. We take our limbs for granted, and
don't run 12 marathons, dude.
How many?
12.
I ran quite a few too. KMP.
I know you said you beat my best time. I was like 309.08.
258.21.
I'm never gonna beat that because
I don't think I could ever do under a 3 ever again. I was called the running man.
Nice.
In the prison system.
Oh,
I used to run in the rec yard. That was my time running in prison.
Well, hey, you don't have a lot much else to do, that's for sure. So,
bro, I was fast. They used to put bets on me.
Oh, that's awesome. That's cool.
It's pretty. I used to run very. I mean, it was an obsession. It was just the drive. It was, in my late 20s, about 30 years old, and man, I was like a cheetah, man.
Yeah, when I'm on your stream, and I think it's because I'm on Safari and not Chrome.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Safari they recommend Chrome to do these streams. Safari it can't handle it. So
you have StreamYard. This is StreamYard, correct?
Yeah, this is StreamYard. Yeah.
I like StreamYard.
I think I've conquered the demons. So.
Are you talking about Nancy Guthrie, or are you just talking about anything?
We did. I talked a little bit about Nancy Guthrie, but there's been a lot of breaking stuff, in the past couple of days.
So they had a pool guy over there today.
Yeah. The pool guy's been at the neighbor's house more often than they have.
So it appears, based off the Voices for the Missing went by there too. There are some YouTubers. They went by there yesterday and noticed that no one has been at the house. It appears they haven't been at the house for like 2 months.
Oh, it's at least 2 months. At least it's not. That's not even in question. It's crazy.
2 months. They got the pool people. Where are they? It's very, very strange. Yeah,
because today is recycling day. No bin out. Nothing.
Recycling day.
Yeah, tomorrow's trash day, but I won't be driving by their house at 5 in the morning when I go to the airport. So
Hey, chat. How's the chat doing? I see a lot of familiar faces in the chat.
yeah, there's we got 16 on right now.
Mhm.
That's not horrible, not bad.
No,
We gotta start
you'll
small
get up
before
there.
get big.
You
Yeah,
just keep putting out streams and keeping it interesting, and people come and see what's up.
yeah, absolutely. It's
You
been
you should share about your super fan experiences.
yeah, 20. I have 22 stadiums completed right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually more than that. I'm not, in that count. That's just the current active stadiums. But I've been to St. Louis when the Rams were back in St. Louis. I've
Mhm.
been to the Coliseum in LA before SoFi was built. I've been to SoFi as well. Um, I've been to Oakland.
Have you ever been to Lincoln Financial Field?
I have not been to Lincoln and Financial Field.
The Link, Philadelphia.
Yeah, my son lives out in Philadelphia now. So before all this nonsense with my knee happened, I was looking at, here, I'm going to pop a comment up there as well about Annie and Tommaso.
Mm-hmm.
But I was gonna fly up to Philly, stay with my son for a few days, and then we're gonna take a train up to New York and go to the Giants Cardinals game. But that might be in jeopardy. Although it is early October, so it really depends on what my surgeon says we need to do. I'm also looking at a doctor someone from the JLR Army sent me a message. This is awesome on X. And had me look at this. There's a surgeon group out in SoCal, in LA,
Mhm.
and they specialize in shit shows. So I'm going to send my medical records up to them, have a fresh set of eyes, look at it, and see what they're doing. I guess the person who sent it to me. I believe the story was they have a relative that had like 5 hip replacements it was either hip or knee. And then they cleaned it and got it settled and haven't had to have a surgery since. So I feel like I'm in just like this infinite circle of yearly surgeries, and it's like, I can't keep doing that.
No, I don't. I have some health issues too, here and there, aches and pains. I think the bottom of my back has like in my vertebrae. Something they said, kind of pain comes around my back and my hips and stuff like that. Some crack in my vertebrae, just a small, tiny one. I mean, you could do minor surgery and fix it, but I get the aches and pains around my ribs and my sides and in my hips area, but nothing that prevents me from like moving.
Yeah.
So I just deal with it. But over time I might have to address it maybe.
Yeah, I just walk slower. That's about all I can do.
Well, I mean, I don't run as much anymore. Reason probably because, again, like in the peak of my running, and that was probably, I ran up to really hardcore up to probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and then I kind of fell off. But at one point running, like I would run literally 100 to 110 miles a week. And
I was running to get that 309. I was running 90 miles a week.
Yeah.
I'd go run
in
the morning and go to
I
work.
did that for years, man. Yeah. And it really, especially my left hip, it really just, I don't know. I think it messed up or whatever. But I also think, at the back end of my life, because I'll be 50 soon. And,
yeah,
I feel younger. I feel like because of all those years running, I preserved. And I do feel like I'm in my like late 30s right now.
I wish I was in my late 30s. 55 is, what a milestone. But man, it comes with the scars to go with it.
But I have an elliptical. So I use the elliptical. So, the elliptical trainer, it's pretty cool. I like it because it's not as much resistance. I like to go on the elliptical. I'll go like I'll go like 5 minutes, good intense, and then I'll jump off and do like 20 push-ups, jump on 5 minutes, 20 push-ups, and just keep doing that. Get close to an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, you know. I think that's good because, you know, I don't get the aches and pains.
Yeah, I still got a treadmill. I got a whole set of Peloton equipment. I've got the rower. I got the bike. I've got the treadmill. I was gonna start walking on the treadmill again, but I think that's just, you know, too soon. Even though it's been a year, but again, I gotta figure out what's going on here before I can really get back into it.
Pool stuff's good too. I like to go in the pool. I got a pool, so I go in there and do a lot of like yoga stuff and poses in the pool, and you can really like contort your body and twist it up pretty good in the pool. Resistance.
Maybe I can use Annie and Tommaso's. They're not using it.
I know, right? They got the pool cleaned.
Yeah, it's nice and clean. Should be good.
Got a pool clean over there. Did you hear about the SWAT today in Pima County?
Yeah, I was actually working from home today, and I saw you pop that up live, and I was watching your stream for a while. That was crazy.
Yeah, Tucson was on it. Tucson got there pretty quick, faster than the media, so we got to see what was going. You know, you don't know what's going on. Like, you know, I put in the title of the video, SWAT, Nancy Guthrie kidnapping. Many people were blowing my phones. You know, just the way it was going down. You don't know. You just don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know in that moment, and you know. And just like me and other mainstream media zoom in there and Fox News asking Nanos, is it related to Nancy Guthrie? People are just, they want to know. You know, obviously we knew quickly it wasn't involved, but you never know in that moment.
No, and those are some really nice homes over in that area too. Man, brand new, over $1 million. Nice,
yeah.
Great looking neighborhood. Crazy.
So we're just like on this like scanner standby. So anything pops off in Pima, we're automatically going to think it's Nancy Guthrie.
I love when he talked to the PIO. That was awesome. That guy was like, so are you going to do a presser about Nancy Guthrie? No.
I sent Nanos an email this morning asking for an interview.
I would love for him to be interviewed by you, because that interview with the other guy, that young kid, was pretty good. You know, it started off a little confrontational too. He's like, I got a question loaded up, and he goes, Nanos, that's more than one question.
Yeah, I know. Nanos, he was trying to, I don't know if he's trying to insult the reporter by saying, well, you said one question, you're asking multiple.
Well, it's all the same question. Come on, Nanos.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, you know, familiar DNA it seems like it's been talked about. That's basically is, you know, they're trying to maybe track down the perp via family members.
Yeah, there used to be a series on TV, and I think this lady is in like Northern California, and she's like one of the leading DNA experts of finding people through family DNA. And it's like, I wish they would use her, you know, or someone could go, you know, get her, you know, use her services potentially. Because she's solved a bunch of cases that were just stagnant, and through that, you know, and she would literally, once she would get to the family, she would go find where some of these, you know, distant relatives are, and pull stuff out of their trash, and then go get it tested to see if it was a match to what they had from DNA on the scene.
Yeah. I mean, that might be the key to finding, you know, who the perp is. One thing he said in that interview too was talking about an example, a second cousin. And the way the reporter was asking, as if it was like the family members, it was very strange. You know, he talks in riddles, so it's kind of hard to understand Nanos. And even when he says something, you just got to take it at face value, because like I don't trust the guy. I just think he misspeaks.
I don't trust a guy as far as you could throw him, which would be about, you know, less than a meter, because he's just, you know, he's been shady his whole career. You know, one of his buddies, you know, gets fired and then changes his name and comes back. It's like, how is that even possible?
Yeah. We'll see what happens with him in his own perjury case, but I think they're getting close to Guthrie. I really do. I mean, he's saying the case is not cold.
Yeah,
I think it is going to come down to some DNA.
It's got to come down to DNA, and hopefully they can get into that family. As far as whatever family it is, I'm not necessarily saying it's the Guthrie family, but just the family in general.
Yeah. And the guy that did this or Prequel did this might be in Tucson right now. Maybe.
Who knows? Yeah, we have no idea.
I'm thinking about coming out.
Brian Enton was out at Nancy's today. Did he get cited?
Nah, probably not. I don't think anybody would get cited anymore. I really don't, unless you act a fool.
Yeah, well, it was kind of telling when 857 tried to go in there and they stopped him, and then it's like, well, why did KVOA get to drive in? It's like,
yeah. I'm planning going out there. I just haven't pulled the trigger. I'm not sure if I'm going this weekend or not. But I could go at any given time. It is the anniversary, 6 months.
Yeah. I can't believe it's been 6 months already, and literally have nothing other than Porch Guy. That's bizarre.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
It's sad
where we're at right now.
Really
I mean,
sad.
I'm scouring, looking over for things right now. There's just nothing. There's just madness in the world right now. Are you working? So you're working, even though your knee.
Oh yeah, I'm working. I could actually. What the crazy thing is, I was totally blindsided by this. I didn't expect this to happen when I went for my 1-year follow up from last year's surgery. My knee. This is actually literally the best my knees felt in the last 3 years. So it's just bizarre. And about 2.5 months ago, my wife and I was like complaining to my wife, like, my knee hurts, but it's not in my knee. It's more like in my shin. And I'm wondering if that's not when that piece was moving.
Hopefully you'll get it situated, fixed, cured.
Yeah, hopefully. We're gonna, like I said, I sequestered I'm getting all my medical records so I can ship them off to that doctor out at USC. So we'll get a different set of eyes looking at it and hopefully come up with something.
Yeah, I'm constantly looking over. See, I got a screen in front of me, so I'm always looking for things that are going on. There's just nothing going on right now. Nothing. Yeah. Which is good. It's good. Yeah. It's good. Less crazy.
Stay quiet for a minute.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go exercise a little bit before I go to bed. Probably go to bed early.
Yeah, it's pretty late there. Shoot, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting 11 o'clock. Sometimes I like to exercise and then go to bed. Makes me sleep a little better. But it was pretty cool stopping by. I just wanted to come by and say hi and show support. Say hi to everyone in the tent.
You rock, dude. This is I wouldn't be on the stream where I am today, without your help and the JLR family. That JLR army is pretty dang amazing. So
thank you. You be safe out there, KMP kid. We'll stay in touch and continue to grow the channel. Just keep grinding out lives and sharing your experiences. And
this is gonna be for me for the week. I'm flying out to see the granddaughter tomorrow out in Salt Lake City. So she's turning 1, and
nice.
My 2 boys are flying out. So it's gonna be a little family reunion affair. So
nice. Safe travels, my friend.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
All right, we'll talk soon.
Yep, first. Have a
good night. Bye-bye, everyone. JLR investigates. JLR Army.
Have a good one, man. Wow, that was cool. I tell you, JLR is a great person. And, I know he's got a history. I know he's got a past. But, he's paid his debt. And, he should be here. He should be able to do whatever the hell he wants to do. And I totally think that that's if you paid your dues for whatever crime you committed, you shouldn't you shouldn't have that held against you anymore. And so he's been super helpful in growing my channel for sure. Just over the last week, it's my channel has just skyrocketed, and it's been amazing. So I am almost to 1,000 subs on YouTube, and just I think when I started the week this week, I think I was at maybe 200, 280. So it's been crazy. Here, I'll pop that up there. Crystal, doctor has no idea. He actually thought it was an infection. And so he scheduled me to get my knee drained today, and they were going to take the fluids and see what happens and, grow some cultures. Unfortunately, there was nothing in there. There was an empty pocket of air, or probably scar tissue more likely, but just didn't happen. So, if I've got to have a fifth surgery, this channel's going to be, you're going to see a lot of recovery, and what I'm going through. I wish I could show you the scar, but I just don't have the camera set up right to do that right now. But I've got a long scar, probably about at least 12 inches down the center, going above and below the knee. It gets longer each time they go in there, and it kind of looks like I could have football laces there, but I am not. I was going to tattoo it and tattoo a little football and put football laces in it, but the threat of injecting some other infection, skin infection, is just too risky, and I'm not going to do that. So I wanted to, but it would have been funny. It would have been cool, all things considered. With my football background and being super fan in the NFL Hall of Fame because of that. But it would have been fun, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave it alone because I really don't want to. I don't want to lose this leg. I kind of enjoy it. That would be I just don't know how I would adapt to an artificial limb. When I had my surgery in March of 2024, when they first found the infection, I had a roomie in my hospital room, and this guy he played Major League Baseball. He was in the minors at the time when he was younger, and he was just gotten called up to the big leagues, to the Boston Red Sox, and he was playing in a game that when they called him, and his next at bat, he got on base, went to steal second, and he broke the guy landed on top of him and broke his collarbone, and essentially ended his career, his baseball career. He ended up moving to Tucson because he had some family back here, and then he got in a massive car accident about 4 years ago. I guess it's 6 years ago now, because that was 2024. And he had diabetes, and he just kept getting recurring infections, and this is what just goes through my mind. And the thing about infections is they love blood sugar. They love metal, and they love blood sugar. And so he went through multiple surgeries and had to have a lot of his leg removed. And then he lost some toes on the other foot. I think 3 toes on the other, only 2 toes on the other foot. And so it did not go well for him. And, he actually, he was kind of inspiring. He actually went to he continued increasing his education, and was a pastor at a local church here in Tucson. And he was actually kind of a blessing to me, but it's also that story also scares the crap out of me too. So, Camper Lady, yes, thank you for the prayers. Yeah, and I have no idea what we're going to face, Crystal. I do have a follow up appointment with my surgeon now on August 10th, um, and he's actually, my surgeon. I love my surgeon. He's a great surgeon. He works on all the athletes here at the U of A when they get injured, and so he's got a lot of history with it, and he told me I'm the 0.1%, of what's going on. He's said he's never seen this in his history as an orthopedic surgeon, and he's been doing this for 35 years. Uh, and he's never had someone who's had just recurring incident after incident after incident. So, you know, I'll throw up Shelter Watch. Don't use me as an example. I am the outlier in any all of this. So, you know, you got to live with a positive focus. I've always said I haven't let this affect my sleep. I don't dwell on it all the time. But I do talk about it a little bit just because it's my current events and what I have to go through. But talking about it on the stream kind of helps get through it a little bit. And if I got to have a fifth surgery, I got to have a fifth surgery, and we're gonna deal with it, and we're gonna move on. We're gonna go, and we're gonna attack it like nobody's business. And if that's removing my limb, then we're gonna attack it the same way. We're just gonna go, and we're gonna make things work, whatever it is. Ain't nothing but gonna break my stride. There's an old song for you right there. You guys will be singing that all night. So I think I'm gonna end the stream here. And so, thank you guys for all your prayers, and thank you for showing up. It was super cool to have JLR come on to the stream here. He sends me links to pop on his stream every now and then. I was on his just the other day, so that other day I think that was yesterday. Wow, it kind of all blurs together when you get older. But yeah, it's been. I'm not afraid of it. We're gonna make this work. We're gonna make it right, and everything's gonna be good. So, thank y'all, and you guys, everyone, have a great, safe night. I will see you guys next week. Like I said, I'm off to Utah to go see my beautiful little granddaughter turn 1, and so I'm excited about that. And my boys will get to meet her for the first time. Their little niece, and it's gonna be a good time. We got a big little bit family reunion. So thank you all. Hey, peace everyone. Thanks for showing up, and have a great night.